Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, August 23rd, and this is the first edition of the 2013-2014 Silver Screen Report. As you've undoubtedly noticed, this year's new schedule extends the school day by 10 minutes. Daniel Hudson rings the bell.
The school day will be 10 minutes longer this year.
It has been an adjustment, but not really too much. Starting 5 minutes earlier really hasn't been a really big deal for me.
I think that it's kind of inconveniencing some people because, some people have to work during that time and it's more hectic and all that kind of crazy stuff.
This change is because of Spring Hill High School's bus schedule.
The instructional time block is set. You have to be in class a certain amount of minutes. The number of minutes it takes you to get from one class to the other, we did have some leeway. We felt like the best thing to do would be to add 10 minutes. That way it would have the lesser impact on more people.
The extended day can be looked at both positively and negatively.
By looking at the schedule, it seems like we have 6 more minutes of instructional time, which I really like.
I don't really like how they make the school day longer. I think it's long enough as it is.
Those extra 5-10 minutes, nobody wants to be here that long. So, it's still okay, but it's just a bigger inconvenience.
This has been Daniel Hudson for your Silver Screen Report.
With the new school year and construction, traffic flows become more congested. Hamilton-McAfee goes bumper to bumper.
Loud horns, heavy traffic, and frayed nerves indicate that school is back in session.
Traffic usually the first day of school is usually backed up because we have new students and new parents dropping students off and they don't quite know where to go yet.
Most people knew where their spaces were, and some of the underclassmen were roaming around if they didn't know where they were going, but for the most part it was good. After school might be a little bit different though.
One of the contributors to the overflow of traffic is the carpool line.
Everything going into the carpool line was awful.
Whenever I came from the middle school today in the carpool line, it was hard to turn left because of the construction.
As the year progresses, the traffic will clear up.
It'll definitely get better in the mornings because they only keep one gate open in the morning. The stream is pretty steady, but in the afternoon it's going to be crazy no matter what happens.
Yeah, once the construction gets done, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but from what I see, it looks promising and it looks like it's going to help out the traffic a lot.
It'll be better as the year goes on because of that extra road, and especially coming from football games, and it won't be as backed up at the middle school.
There is one sure way to make it on time.
To the students who do not want to be tardy, get to school early. Get up early. It's going to be traffic that's not going anywhere anytime soon, so leave earlier, get here earlier, be in the student parking lot before 8 o'clock.
This has been Hamilton-McAfee with your Silver Screen Report.
iPads will be a new teaching and learning experience to further students' education. LJ Finney slides to unlock.
After Labor Day weekend, students will have the opportunity to receive their iPad.
Through the technology services, I know the students have all been assigned when they've gone and signed the agreement to get one from the district.
Opinions differ between teachers and students.
I think it's cool because I never used one before, and it would be a cool way to mix fun with schoolwork and stuff like that.
I think they're going to be beneficial to the students as a whole because of all the apps and stuff, and so you don't have to carry on your books too.
It'll be easier from internet point of view, we can go and look up stuff on the internet instead of having to flip through pages.
I think it's a good thing for them to have them so that you're not relying on just the CPUs or desktops or laptops, but you have a mobile device with you that you're able to use for research, use for classroom items, whatever the teacher may deem necessary, and helping them prepare for their collegiate careers.
iPads will be used in class to help students in different ways.
I think the teachers will give us quizzes on some of them, or just they'll tell us to get apps to use for their class.
From my classes, my teachers have been talking about using them a lot.
A lot of times we get stuck into whatever we're doing in a certain comfort zone, and now with the iPads, maybe students will find a different way to use them, different way to research material.
This has been LJ Finney with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about the benefits of iPads.
I think they'll help a lot with book bags and with learning because they'll carry a lot of apps that we can use.
I do see it as a benefit. I think that, you know, us having really good technology will help us, you know, do better on classwork, and even though people can fool around on the iPads, I think it'll be mostly used for, you know, being better at classwork and everything.
I think they'd be helpful for learning in class so you can follow along with the teacher, and it would make certain experiences better for some students.
I personally don't have a particular preference to having an iPad or not, because I probably will only use it when the teacher asks us to. Other than that, I might mess around with it, look at it.
The iCare Center provides services for students using district-issued iPads. Jared Newman takes a look.
As students return to school, they will notice the iCare Center in the Commons.
The iCare Center is a place for students to come who have issues with their iPads. Right now, we're collecting forms and money and things like that, but eventually it will turn into a place where if yours is broken or not working or you have an issue, you'll go there.
I feel the iPads are very expensive, but at the same time, we can also have like different ways to get things from our teachers.
70% of students at Dutch Fork have already paid for the iCare plan.
You can get an optional protection plan. It's not insurance, but it's a protection plan against breakage and damage. So some of that would depend on, you know, how rough a student is on an iPad, how well they take care of things in general.
It's good considering the fact that people don't know how to take care of stuff, so they're going to break it a lot. But at the same time, it's going to become too much because then people will always be going there because they're always going to be messing it up.
Being that it is the first year of the iCare program, it is still developing.
I think it's a waste of money. I feel like people don't know how to treat stuff, they don't know how to take care of stuff, and it's just going to end up costing the school more money than they even spent.
Will there be bumps? Yes, there will be bumps, and we will learn things, but I think it's fabulous.
This has been Jared Newman for your Silver Screen Report.
Over the summer, Dutch Fork was transformed into a construction zone. Haley Youngener wears the hard hat.
The construction in front of the high school is expected to alleviate traffic.
We've got deputies assigned to help ease some of the congestion by directing traffic. It's to be expected with construction as much traffic's on Tama Road to begin with.
I would normally sit in the line in front of the school for about 20 minutes and then wouldn't get to go inside and to the commons and talk to my friends before school.
I think it will be much easier, like the traffic and everything, once they finish it.
New buildings offer students new learning opportunities.
I think I'm most looking forward to the sports medicine building and the weightlifting room, because I think because of how our sports teams have been doing lately, they kind of deserve some nicer amenities.
Well, I think it's going to benefit the athletes and the students overall, and it'll help with some of our guests when visiting teams come to play, give them some additional parking and a little more access to the stadium itself. So I think it's going to be a positive thing.
I'm really looking forward to the sports medicine building because I'm in sports medicine and I help Coach Harvey after school do stuff. So I definitely know that the training room is going to be a lot bigger. We're going to have a new weight room, and that's good for me because I'm an athlete.
Construction of the new road was greatly needed.
I think it will make it easier to get in and out of the school, and traffic-wise, I think it will clear the roads faster and stuff.
I think it's crucial to alleviating what was already a heavy traffic roadway in front of the schools to begin with. So once it's complete, you'll definitely see a decrease in the amount of cars that are backing up.
This has been Haley Youngener with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is renovate, a verb meaning to restore or return to original state. The Young Adult Book Award program is expanding this year. All students are encouraged to participate. Ariana Mount checks it out.
The Media Center sponsors the Young Adult Book Award program for South Carolina. This program consists of 20 well-reviewed books that are eligible for the Young Adult Book Award in February.
I've probably read at least 10 of them so far on the list and have loved every one I've read this year. It's a really great list.
They were surprisingly really good. They were better than last year. And I'm reading one right now that was from last year.
Incentives are being offered through the library for students who have read one book off of the list. This includes free cookies or ice cream from the cafeteria.
I just think it's a neat idea to kind of give somebody something special when they make the effort to participate in the program.
So those incentives remind kids that there are great books out there that you can read and there's a benefit to it.
It's a good idea because, you feel like you accomplished something, but it's probably not so much of a good idea because people are only going to probably want to fake read it, and then they just want the free stuff.
Students that have not read a book off of the list are encouraged to do so.
It's important to read the books on the list because those are books that other kids have already read, that teachers have read, that grown-ups and teenagers alike have read and found something really interesting or funny or emotional in it.
Well, the Book Award program is a national award program, so it gives students the opportunity to let publishers know what their favorite books are.
You should read off the YABA book list because, I mean, they're not just on there for any old reason. They're on there because they're really popular, good books.
This has been Ariana Mount for your Silver Screen Report.
Anyone interested in participating in fall baseball workout or practices, there is a meeting Monday after school in the senior cafeteria. Students, please be aware that all vehicles must be removed from the band grid by 3:55. Students will be able to sign up for lockers during all lunches today in the Commons. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. As you've undoubtedly noticed, is that it? Undoubtedly? Okay, I'll wait till this goes by. Thank you, Mr. Motorcycle Guy. Okay. The Eye Care Center is that? I got the first part. The Young Award Book Adult. Anyone interested in participating? Oh, there's a bug in my face. Okay.